Hi, I'm Cole Camplese, Vice President for Technology and Chief Information Officer at the University of Texas.
And I'm Mario Guerra, Associate Vice President for AI Platforms and Innovation.
And Mario, we're here for something pretty special. This is not a normal ET talk. We're not going to spend a half hour going through all sorts of stuff. This is like what I'd call like an inside edition.
Love it.
And you know what we're going to talk about, don't you?
I do.
You do, don't you?
I do. I'm super excited to.
Well, as the fact that you're the AVP for AI innovation, why don't you share with the listener?
We've signed enterprise contracts with Anthropic and OpenAI, two leading AI frontier labs. And that means we will have Claude and ChatGPT available to all 70,000, 75,000 people on this campus, centrally funded for free. And that is going to be a huge unlock for this campus.
It's pretty amazing if you think about it, because like you called it a grand experiment, and I love that, but it was an experiment in production.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All of this is in production.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's right. You know, and so to be able to go from having Spark, which at the time that we did Spark, if you remember, it was still pretty. There was a lot of parity still between. Yeah. What OpenAI and Claude were doing with Spark.
Absolutely.
And then we just saw let's start calling it November.
Yeah, November, December, and then January.
Just explosion.
Boom.
Yeah, really an explosion.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about this. Our initial thoughts were we would find the platform that would replace, but we did so much work across campus talking to our audiences. And, you know, it's interesting because our researchers really made a push for, you know, API access and token credits. And so it started to become obvious to us that giving students access to AI, while critical, and what I love about it is now faculty members, no matter what they want to use in their class from the leading labs, our students can participate in those activities, which I think is the real differentiator.
And that was a blocker before.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. But now what we have is we have a situation where we can begin to use those tools to make a difference where they're really great.
Well, I think what we're going to see here, Cole, is we're going to go from individual efficiency and productivity to enterprise efficiency and productivity. And that's on all levels, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single vertical at this university, teaching and learning, research, administration, operations, all of that is going to just experience a huge unlock when we start to go deep.
I think you're right. You know, we did a poll with not a poll, but a survey with our own staff in enterprise technology.
Yeah.
And you know, we didn't have the greatest response rate, but we got up to, like 40, 50%.
Yeah, it was somewhere
so,
around there.
you know, 250 or so people responded.
Yeah.
And the top reason that they were sort of backing away was the even distribution of tools.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we're in a situation where we can say, as of right now, our entire team can activate their AI work by just logging into the platforms.
Well, it just levels the playing field, right? It's a different experience when you're partnering with AI in Spark versus partnering with AI in Claude or ChatGPT. You're getting an entirely different output from those systems. And not to say that Spark isn't a great tool. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do.
Oh, and the folks that we got to work with in implementing Spark were unbelievable.
What a wonderful experience.
And we got to, what I really liked about it, and it reminded me of a lot of like early days in the ed tech world, is that we got to partner so early with the CloudForce team.
Yeah.
And we sort of grew up together.
Yeah,
and
that's a good way to put it.
I love it because like the journey we went on with them was the unlock, right?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now we can pivot to saying AI is okay on campus.
Yeah.
And we got to run various experiments. But then what we began to realize is that we have some really sophisticated users on this campus.
We do.
And not just the IT crowd.
No, it's not.
I mean, we saw it through hackathons. We see it every day with our own team. Some of the things that
with faculty.
Some of the things our teams are beginning to build.
Amazing.
Next generation stuff. And so we just thought we'd stop by the studio here at the Union Underground and share this news today.
Yeah, I love it. I'm so excited to tell campus. You know, we've known this for about a month and a half.
Well, we were hinting at it in like episode 3 that big things were coming.
Long ago, yeah.
and I think right around that time, I was in California meeting with these companies,
OpenAI.
and really started to lay the groundwork for what was going to be an interesting journey.
Yeah, it's been really hard to keep this to ourselves.
It's one of the worst kept secrets on campus.
It is one of the worst kept secrets.
But here's what's great about what we're up to right now. We have frontier lab models and clients, Codex, ChatGPT,
Claude Code,
Claude Cowork, all available.
Yeah.
But we also haven't stopped placing bets on UT Sage.
No, we haven't. No,
Where
absolutely.
we have purpose-built AI specifically for, and we haven't walked away from M365 Copilot because we found that there's a whole bunch of people on this campus that's the kind of AI that they need and they want.
Coming back to my original comment, we're broadening our service offerings.
Yeah.
Right. So I love that you brought up Sage. I think that's what I would consider to be an innovative platform.
Yes.
Where we can tinker, we can experiment there, still in production, but at a smaller scale. We're not talking about.
And it's a differentiator, right? You know, I think we're going to see the day where, while these are cutting edge models and tools, they're going to be their general purpose.
Yeah.
Until you have a drill down.
Yeah.
Sage is purpose built by UT faculty for UT faculty.
Correct.
And it's exciting to see that we can pair free tools with tools that cost, because with OpenAI and Claude, we're going to offer various levels of really consumption.
Sure, that's right.
So we're really excited. June 15th is the big
day.
The big go live. Even though right now you can sneak your way in.
You can sneak your way in as of 10, 12 hours ago.
That's right. That's right.
But I think that what we're going to see is 50,000 very intelligent students hammering on these systems, building, generating artifacts, sharing sites. Like I'm excited to see the output.
Me too.
I'm excited to see the transformation, because we don't normally get to sit and talk about transformation. We talk about it.
And we enable it, but we're going to see a whole revolution come to our campus. And
so much different than deploying a student information system.
Although, those are pretty
those are
solid.
Important, absolutely, and kudos to the folks that do that. But this is
a revolution.
Yeah.
So, Mario, congratulations.
Thank you.
A year ago, we had a dream that we would be able to build a studio for students to be able to come and work in. That dream's coming true.
Yeah.
We had a dream that we could bring high-quality frontier lab code-based, code-creating tools that can just revolutionize things. We were able to do that. And, we're building out the team. Things are moving along really nicely. So congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Pass my thoughts on to Cody and the rest of the AI Studio team.
Absolutely.
And let's go get them, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's hook them.
Awesome. Hook them.
Yeah. Hell yeah.